He who indulges too much in everything ends up having nothing worth holding. Inspired by Seneca, in a world that tells us more is better, we chase relentlessly. More success, more pleasure, more comfort, more validation. But the Stoics, in their quiet wisdom, warned of the cost. Everything in excess is opposed to nature. Hippocrates and nature always seeks balance. Let's dive into 7 profound ways in which excess, even of good things, leads to subtle ruin. 1. Too much comfort kills growth. We crave comfort, soft beds, easy routines, painless days. But comfort is a slow poison. It wraps around us gently, like silk, until we no longer move, no longer stretch, no longer become. When everything is easy, effort disappears. When there's no struggle, there's no strength. We grow only through discomfort. The cold shower, the hard decision, the early morning when your body screams no, but your will says yes. Marcus Aurelius rose before dawn to train his mind and body, not for glory, but for resilience. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Too much ease makes us fragile. A little hardship, though, it sharpens the soul. Fright. 2. Too much thinking steals peace. The mind is a blade, sharp, precise, powerful. But a blade unsheathed for too long cuts its own master. We overanalyze, overplan, overfeel. We replay old wounds like broken records. We catastrophize the future, imagining 100 tragedies before we even take one step. And in this storm of thought, peace disappears. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Seneca Stoicism teaches us to observe thoughts, but not be consumed by them. To ask, is this thought useful? Is this mine to carry? Sometimes the greatest wisdom is stillness. 5. Too much control creates chaos. You try to plan every detail, fix every flaw, anticipate every outcome, and what happens? You get crushed by the weight of what you cannot change. Control is seductive, but it's an illusion. You can't control the market, the weather, the way someone loves you or leaves you. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. Epictetus' clarity comes when you accept what you cannot control and master what you can: your words, your reactions, your effort, your character. When you surrender your grip, you stop breaking what you're trying to hold. Stratsons. 6. Too much success breeds emptiness. We glorify hustle. Grind now, rest later. But later never comes. And even when it does, you're so wired to chase that you don't know how to stop. Success without purpose is like drinking salt water. The more you consume, the thirstier you get. We trade our time for money, our sleep for recognition, our peace for status. And then we wonder why we feel hollow. Marcus Aurelius ruled the known world, but he still asked himself daily, am I living according to reason, according to virtue? Because success is not about how high you climb. It's about whether you're climbing the right mountain. Unshakable. 7. Too much attachment brings suffering. We love deeply, people, titles, things. But when we cling too tightly, we invite pain. A Stoic loves, but they do not grip. They understand impermanence. They look at life with open hands, not clenched fists. When you kiss your child, say to yourself, it may be the last time. Epictetus. Not to create fear, but to appreciate deeply without illusion. Every attachment carries the seed of loss, but if you accept this, truly accept it, you begin to cherish without fear and let go without breaking. The world screams. More. The Stoic whispers. Enough. Too much of anything, comfort, control, success, validation, will quietly erode your strength. Not because they are evil, but because they distract you from what truly matters: discipline, presence, balance, character. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Epictetus. So take inventory. What do you have too much of? And what are you losing because of it? Let this not just be a reminder, but a return. Back to less, back to stillness, back to